so slightly harder inversion variation for some of you guys who are ninjas going upside down. We'll start playing around with the crow. So the crow is very similar to a headstand or a frog hold type deal, but you'll just kind of be keeping yourself off the floor by a couple of inches, yeah? So it requires a fair bit of bent arm strength and obviously tension through that midline. So we'll break it down really quickly. First things first is frog hold. You need to be super comfortable with the frog hold. So the frog hold, in case you can't remember, I'm going to get an ab mat or a cushion from a home or whatever it is that you've got at the moment. Make sure you've got a little bit of space. But I want you to get into that frog hold. So I'm going to go joint on joint. So I'm going to go knees on my elbows, and I'm going to really push into that floor and squeeze and stay super tight all the way through. If you can, do a couple of reps where you're just taking your knees off your elbows just to make sure you're working that midline and you're staying super tight all the way throughout. Again, main key there is I'm staying really active and I'm thinking about squeezing my elbows together, so I'm really getting some super tight engagement. If I squeeze my elbows together when I'm upside down, I'm engaging my chest and my shoulders and working into my back. If I'm just kind of resting like that, I'm not engaging anything at all. The next thing you need to work on is going to be push-up strength, but we're going to work on that bent arm thing, which obviously has a lot of carryover into the crow. So all I'm going to get you to do, you're going to get yourself laying down on the floor and you're going to completely relax pretty much. And then from here, all I want to do is I want to squeeze my butt and straighten my legs so that my thighs should come off the floor. I'm going to squeeze my chest and I'm going to really engage, and I'm going to strive basically my butt towards the floor, and I'm going to get everything super tight. And there, I should just come off the floor. If you're not engaging enough and you don't come off the floor, you're not engaging enough, yeah? So stay super tight, squeeze the butt, squeeze the quads, squeeze everything, and you should just levitate basically off the floor. And I want you to hold it for about 10 seconds. And then relax when you've done about 10 seconds. That was probably not, but video purposes. So next thing, if you start getting comfortable with that and you've really got that engagement, just a quick note from that floor position, I know I relax on the floor. I don't necessarily want my shoulders to completely roll forward. I don't want to necessarily be there when I try and push off the floor. I want to obviously squeeze everything. That includes my back, yeah? I don't necessarily have to try and squeeze backwards either. It's a little bit of an in-between of the two, yeah? If you get to that one and you can hold that position for at least 10 seconds, then you want to try and progress it. You're just going to come about basically halfway down from your push-up, yeah? And we try and hold that position as well. So the exact same setup. Get yourself on the floor, squeeze your feet, squeeze your butt, drive into the floor as much as you can, hold it for a couple of seconds, and I want you to drive up just a little bit higher, stay nice and tight, squeeze everything still, squeeze your butt, and then once you're done, you can relax there. So to work it into that bent arm position, think about that setup. Like we said in the frog hold, I need to get joint on joint. That is going to be way easier, and it's going to have a lot more transferability later on for even more complex things if I keep my knee on my elbow joint. You'll see a lot of people trying to do crow like that, where their knees just kind of slide down. It's not a very good position to be in. There's no strength there. That's just kind of balance. You're not building towards anything. If you can get that joint on joint action going, it's going to be way better in terms of development and just positioning. It's going to keep you in a good position, okay? So, all I'm going to do to set that up, hands are going to go on the floor. I start straight arm, but we'll bend as we go down. All I'm going to do is find that position. As you can see, I'm twisting my arms round, so I've got that elbow crease there in front of me. Obviously, I don't want my elbows going outwards because that's not going to work. I need to twist and create tension through my arms, and my joint is going to go onto the joint. So knee is going to go onto my elbow, and then from there, all I want you to do is just as you lean forward, I'm just going to slowly bend my arms just a little bit. Don't want you to do anything super crazy just yet. What I want you to do is just try a couple of reps, just sit down and drive yourself forward. Come back down. You should start to feel the tension the further forward you go. So try and go a little further each time. When you get far enough on one of them, just try and take one foot off the floor. Don't worry about the other one yet. And relax. Take a little second, do one more, and try and take the other leg off. And relax. And come back down. The slow transition is kind of what makes it a lot easier. If you just try and jump into that position, there's too much weight change and it's going to be really hard. So, if I do it super slow and under control, I just slowly keep pushing forward. I bring one leg up. Once I find that balance point, I just take the other leg up. And I can hold that position, squeezing my elbows towards each other, staying super tight, and come back down and relax. Keep practicing there, super slow on those transitions. If you try and jump, it's too hard. There's not enough change, there's too much change too quickly for you to be able to adjust and create tension. So it needs to be joint on joint, super slow and controlled. One leg comes up, other leg comes up. Keep squeezing in. Stay super tight. Let's go, let's see it.